If you've ever felt frustrated with yourself, like you should have more discipline by now, but for some reason you keep slipping, I want you to know you're not alone. You start strong, full of good intentions, but then life happens. You get tired, stressed, pulled in a million directions, and suddenly things you promised yourself just don't stick. Before we go any further, let's clear something up. You're not lazy, you're not broken, and no, you don't just lack willpower. Discipline isn't something you're born with, it's something you train. And today, we're going to talk about how to do this, starting with what's happening in your brain. So let's talk science for a second. There's a part of your brain called the prefrontal cortex. Think of it like the CEO of your mind. It helps you plan ahead, resist distractions, and stay focused when your brain would rather be doing anything else. But here's the kicker: people who seem naturally disciplined, it's not magic. Their prefrontal cortex is just more active or more practiced. That means this part of your brain can be trained, no matter how many times you felt like you failed. So let that sink in for a second. Your ability to follow through isn't a personality trait, it's a skill. Okay, quick story. You might have heard this one. In the famous Stanford marshmallow experiment, kids were given a choice: eat one marshmallow now, or wait a bit and get two. Years later, the kids who were able to wait were doing better in life, not because they were smarter or luckier, but because their brains were stronger in one key area: self regulation. Now, here's the part most people miss: the skill didn't have to come from childhood. You can still build it right now as an adult, because your brain is always capable of change, especially when you stop blaming yourself and start working with it instead. Here's another struggle we all face. Discipline might feel strong in the morning and completely gone by the time dinner rolls around. That's not failure. That's your willpower running low. Imagine willpower like a battery. Every decision you make, big or small, drains a little energy from you. By the time you've handled work, errands, and other people's needs, including your own emotions, that battery is running on fumes. And when your battery's low, it's way easier to reach for the quick fix: the snack, the scroll, the snooze button. But here's the good news: you don't have to win every battle. You just have to stop putting yourself in the line of fire all day. This is where strategy comes in. Because the most disciplined people, they're not stronger than you. They've just made few things a decision. So instead of trying to resist temptation 20 times a day, they remove the temptation before it becomes a problem. And you can do the same. Don't buy the snacks that test your willpower every night. Charge your phone across the room so you're not stuck scrolling at midnight. Put your gym clothes out the night before so getting ready is automatic. Less decision making equals less burnout, and less burnout equals more follow through. This isn't about being perfect, it's about making your goals easier to reach by clearing the path. So, what do you actually do with all this? You start small, smaller than you think. Pick one tiny thing that supports who you want to become and do it every day. Not because it's hard, but because it's yours. And then pick one thing to remove, one drain on your energy, one thing that always trips you up, and put a little distance between you and it. And if you want a little help staying consistent, check out the self-discipline guide to help you. The link is in the description below. It's simple, supportive, and designed to help you follow through without the pressure. Look, you don't have to hustle your way into being better. Discipline isn't about forcing, It's about supporting yourself through small, consistent choices. If you want to go deeper into this journey, I've linked the blog post below. It expands on everything we've talked about and gives you a space to reflect, reset, and keep going at your own pace. And by the way, this video is just the beginning. This is part 1 of a 5-part series I'm doing on the power of discipline. I decided to break it into smaller pieces because life is full, time is short, and you deserve content that meets you where you are. So if this spoke to you, subscribe and join me for the rest of the series because we're just getting started. And remember, discipline doesn't have to feel heavy. It can feel empowering, and it can start today.